Alright, what's up, positive people? You got Dana here, and I'm a huge fan of sweets, so I'm starting off with a really simple vegan banana bread recipe that I found online. But what you're going to need for this is 1 1/3 cup of whole wheat or spelt flour. Here is the whole wheat flour that I'm using. 1/2 cup of cane sugar, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, baking soda. We have 1/2 teaspoon. What else do we have? A pinch of mineral salt. Got some salt here. We also need neutral flavored oil or coconut oil in a liquid state, or you could also do applesauce because I'm trying to keep this like somewhat healthy. I'm doing applesauce instead. A teaspoon of vanilla. Real vanilla extract is so expensive, so I got some imitation vanilla flavor. Almond milk. I'm going to be using macadamia milk. A nut milk is a nut milk. It's a nut milk as far as I'm concerned. And then you can do add-ons of like chopped walnuts and cinnamon. I am going to be adding some cinnamon, and I have like ground cinnamon here. I also have like stick cinnamon that I could probably grate, but it's just, I just want to make sure that I get this recipe down, and then the next time I do it, I want to add nuts and really like make it dope. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I think I failed to mention it, but the recipe also calls for 3 to 4 mashed bananas. I don't remember saying that. And I was looking at the recipe that I wrote down, and I didn't like write it either. First, with the overripe bananas, I bought these on sale, and they were already kind of overripe, but I feel like now they're finally like ready to be used in a confection. There's a part of me that's like, maybe I should like cut them up and then mash them, but I'm like, how hard is mashing bananas gonna be really, you know? Matter of fact, I'm gonna break them into pieces. So I'm just breaking up these bananas. Just gonna keep breaking them up, so I can make mashing pretty easy. Been raining a lot lately. I know today in particular it's been like a mix of like sunny skies and then rain. Kind of reminds me of like Georgia be having confused weather. Today the weather was confused. Alright. Okay, I think I'm almost ready to start mashing, but I just also this sensation. The bananas feel so weird in between my fingers, and there's a lot of kitchen utensils that I don't have because I'm just like, bruh, it's mashing. Like, I honestly could mash these with my fingers for real, and I might do that because this is kind of silly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hand mash. Yep. Wash my hands again and hand mash these. Mash, okay? Get in there, get in your food. Doesn't that look appealing? That's real appealing right there. But yeah, this is gonna just get to the point. Okay. So I'm just gonna mash this up. That is way more efficient. They smell so good though. I also want to try and make a vegan banana pudding, but I've been doing my research online trying to find a good recipe, and I haven't come across one yet. I'm not giving up though. I'm sure there's like a vegan alternative for banana pudding. I found a vegan Nilla wafers recipe, which Nilla wafers are such a pivotal part of that recipe, so yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna just want to get the big lumps out, I think. And so far, so good. Okay. Alright. There's some that just refuse to get smaller. I'm trying to like get them with my fingers. Okay. Alright, so now I think I'm also gonna add my other wet ingredients. That sensation of goopy banana on your hands is like satisfying and gross all at the same time. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so next, what do we have as far as wet ingredients? We have 1/3 cup of applesauce. My little 1/3 cup here. Okay, nice heaping helping of applesauce in there, like so. Oh, and I do have my oven preheating to 350. That's what the recipe calls for. And then next, we need to add some quarter cup of almond milk, nut milk, a teaspoon of vanilla. So we'll add the teaspoon of vanilla, quarter teaspoon, of a whole 1 teaspoon, bam. I like these because they're magnetic, so whenever you need them, they're all together. Can't wait till I get to the point where I can start eyeing that. I can't really eye that stuff that has everything to do with the fact that your girl's not domestic enough, but we're working on that. One thing at a time. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of the vanilla. The imitation vanilla don't smell half bad. I'm sure this is the stuff they use at bakeries for real. Okay, and then a quarter cup, it said, of nut milk. Yes, quarter cup of nut milk. Okay. That's about half of a half cup right there. Maybe a little more, but it should be fine. Got that added in. I'm gonna go ahead and stir up all my wet ingredients. So we got applesauce in here, mashed bananas, vanilla flavoring, and some nut milk, and that's what it's looking like so far. Very appetizing. Smells great though. Okay, still super lumpy, but they said not to overmix. I'm not gonna overmix. It gets messy, but it's all good. This is the flour that we used to bake bread with until the bread maker decided to go out, but that's the risk you take when you buy stuff from the thrift store. That's all good. Okay, and then we'll do a half a cup, and then I'll do a half of a half. Okay, and then I'd say that's about a half there. So 1 3/4 cups of whole wheat flour. Half a cup of sugar. I'm not exactly sure I want to use half a cup of sugar. I almost want to use like less since stevia is like really concentrated. So I think instead what I'll do, instead of a half cup, is I'll do, like, that's half of a 1/3 cup of stevia. I really feel like the applesauce is going to do its job of sweetening, and that I don't need to OD like that. Okay. So I'll put what's like a 1/6 cup of stevia in there. See, I'm already messing with this recipe. Hopefully it turns out. And then a pinch of salt. Okay, pinch, pinch, pinch. That was like a spritz. So we'll do another little pinch of salt. And now we'll do 1 teaspoon of baking soda. There's 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I was supposed to put a half teaspoon of baking soda. Hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. And then it says 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Some baking powder and another teaspoon of baking powder. And then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, but I'm just gonna add to my heart's content. Okay, there's my 1 teaspoon. So now to mix all this up. Alright. Start to work all these ingredients together. See what kind of dough we end up with. So far, it's mixing okay. It's definitely got the consistency of a batter right now. I just want to go through and make sure everything is mixed in. This stuff smells really strong, really good. And what's nice is there's no like egg in there or anything, so I could potentially eat this. I mean, I wouldn't, but I could if I wanted to. Okay. So, I'm about to show y'all how it looks here. Okay. Okay. Alright, that is my dough. And let's see here. So the recipe says that batter will be slightly thick and a few lumps is okay. If the mix seems too thick, add more milk, specifically if you're using heavier flours such as whole wheat and whole spelt. I mean, this is thick, right? But, well, I'll just add a little bit of it. Okay. Alright. That's mixed up. It's thick, but it moves a little more. So now I gotta grease my loaf pan. Alright, so I greased the loaf pan that I have with some vegan butter. And I'm gonna go ahead and start loading up this batter into here. And then if there's any that's left over, I was gonna make little banana bread muffins with the herb. Alright, so here is the tin, right? And there's maybe a cupcake or two left in there. So I think this is good. This will be good. And the oven's already preheated. Go ahead and load that in, and then we're supposed to let it bake for 50 minutes. Do a toothpick test in the middle of it, and then if the toothpick comes out clean, it is done. So now the question is can we even fit, you know, the rest of the batter in one of these containers? Also, I know that next time I'll make it, I might. So I was able to make one cupcake with the leftover batter. Yeah, so I'll check back in 50 minutes. Maybe I'll have my camera charged up by then. Because I know the sound on this is terrible. Damn iPhones can give you 60 frames per second 4K quality, but I can't get a decent microphone. Anyway. Alright, see y'all in an hour. Single solitary banana bread muffin. Looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out and cool for 10 minutes. And then Marley, if you're done, we can taste it.
Okay, I'm gonna leave now.
I mean, I'm just gonna eat it. This was the muffin. Oh, I'll be honest with you, it could be sweeter. I mean, it doesn't have to be sweet like pound cake, but it definitely tastes like just like regular bread. But I do like the smell of the banana and the smell of cinnamon. What are your thoughts?
It's Gucci or whatever.
I mean, actually, maybe the sugar wasn't even, because now that I've taken the second bite was a little sweeter. Really?
I'm tired of standing, man. I've been standing all day.
Okay, well, go ahead and rate my first attempt at vegan banana bread.
Oh.
So I think next time I'll add like
It's like a 7.5.
Thank you. I think for a first time that's not bad. And we have a whole extra loaf left. Anyway, I'm going to get demonetized for this freaking song. So yeah, that's the banana bread. It's pretty good. Really? Definitely could be a smidge sweeter, and I didn't use a lot of stevia, so maybe next time I'll like go ham on the stevia. So yeah, till later. Peace, positive people.